Yo, what's going on, guys? Koi here. Today we're going to be talking about, I think, two characters today. We're going to be talking about Typhoon, and we're going to be talking about Sheild Hero. Y'all didn't give me any, indication on if y'all want to just see one or two characters. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and just showcase two this time. Just to save time, because I know a lot of you guys want to know how good these characters are, and so far I got both of these guys with their mythics near high level, so I feel like that's good to judge them now off of their skills and everything like that, and then we'll kind of move on from there, showcase how they work, and then kind of show stuff like that. After that, I'm going to go ahead and dip into my next video where I'll be talking about how I completed Master Mode and how you can too, and we'll see what's up. So first things first, Sheild Hero. Now this dude on paper sounds amazing. In practice, absolutely atrocious. Now the reason why is because his build requires him to actually scale nothing but defense. And then he also has no defense to himself. So this is the problem with this hero. So I think that since he already doesn't have a damage reduction skill to save himself, but he has a damage reduction skill to save everyone else on his team, he's taking unnecessary damage and dying too quickly. And you'll see that whenever we do raids and stuff like that, and we'll talk about it when we get into it. And this dude on paper sounds amazing because his ability scales off of defense, which is pretty cool, but keep in mind, this dude's defense cannot scale high enough for it to matter. Unless you had something let's say Divine on him or something like that, something that would increase his stats exponentially. That's the only way that this guy would work. Now, if he was stronger than your entire team, maybe, but I think that maybe in the future he'll get a better version when he evos. As of this moment, you'll see why he struggles so much. The gears I have on him are purely defensive gears. I did take one piece off because they put that on Trigun instead because he also needs defense. I guess no, I don't think I really want to focus too much on this guy. You'll see why. Because it's irrelevant. All the defense that he has is irrelevant because he's still taking 40% of all, he's taking 30% of all the damage done, by the bosses to everyone on his team. And since he doesn't have any way to soak that damage, he's just taking it to the forehead, making him die super quickly. So with that, we're going to go ahead and dip onto Trigun. Now this dude, I needed to get him 5-star. Not because it's necessary, because I want to. I want to get as much damage on this dude as possible, and I still plan on doing more. I plan on taking off one of my health pieces and stuff like that. I'll show you guys the gear that I have on him. I actually have an entire Quincy set on this Trigun, and let me explain why this is the most broken ranger in the game. Now, his ability, which is a single hit 700 damage ability, pretty cool. Honestly, it's pretty cool. Cool skill, bro. But that's not what we're actually doing with this guy. We're not focusing on that skill at all. Honestly, you could take off the skill and let him just do his job with his M once and he'll do just as fine. Because check this out. Typhoon's basic attack shoots up to 7 shots with his revolver, each shot gaining 50% more damage than the last one, and on the 7th shot does 500% damage increase, and the buff resets where he has to reload for 1 shot. But the reload is literally just 1 second off of the 7 seconds of shots that he can do. Now, this mixed with the Quincy set, keep in mind this is the only time I would ever recommend a set on a character, is because the Quincy set, 2 pieces of that increases his range damage by 15%, which is menial. That's not something we need. Honestly, this could be a lot better if it was 25%, 50% maybe. But honestly, besides that, the next piece, the 4-piece set, every 3rd hit on range of a ranged unit deals double damage. Now keep in mind, right? The 3rd hit. Every single time he does the 3rd hit. And then it also repeats. So every single time he does a shot. So every single time he shoots, he gets 50% more. On that 7th shot, he gets 500% damage. Now think about that. If we get a mathematical calculator, we get 1 out of 7, then we get 3, and then at some point throughout his M1s, he's going to hit a 1000% damage shot with his M1s because of the Quincy set. and he just continuously does a lot of amazing M1 damage. So I'm going to take off his skill whenever we actually showcase him, and we'll work from there. Now, the Angel Arm itself is an amazing move. Honestly, it scales incredibly well. I mean, look at this thing, dude. The scaling on the Angel Arm, somebody really, really loves Trigun. If I were like a betting man, this dude would be amazing to take to level 6, like to level 60. And it would just be more damage on top of what he can actually already do. Now, with that being the case, of course, the set that I have on him is primarily primarily offense, except for this one double defense piece. The only reason I have that is because of raids. I would like to take him to another 60%, but it's kind of hard whenever you, you got to farm a lot of infinite mode to get a lot of gear. So, I will do that whenever I have some free time. I've been farming overnight. This one I got to replace definitely. This max HP is nice, but you'll see that the defense is already good enough to the point where I could replace this with another attack piece, and we'll move on from there. So, we're going to go ahead and showcase. Also, a little tip about Trigun. I hope you guys stuck with me here because this is the biggest tip I could ever give you guys. This is the only character in the game that could benefit from the worst trait in the game. And that is going to be... hang on, let me just go ahead and roll this a little bit. No, it didn't get lucky. All right, so the worst trait in the game, which is Speed Blitz. Attack twice, gain 20% faster attack speed. This is the only character in the game that could benefit from Speed Blitz. Because the faster he attacks, the more he procs that 1000 damage hit, dude. So this is one of those characters that you really, really need Speed Blitz on. And the only one in the game that could really benefit from an entire Ranger set. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and focus in. We're going to go ahead and get a full kit going. Let's go ahead and do we have anything on Zoro right now? Yes, we do. I guess we'll bring... hang on, let me just make sure that we bring the right team. Asuna's good. We're going to bring Sheild Hero to showcase him. Yeah, we already have everyone here that we kind of need. And then we have Broly as a backup, just in case. So if that's the case, we're going to go ahead and drop the healing. We're going to go all into damage here with Shinigami and Chakra Pills. And we're going to focus on that. Now let's go ahead and go into Raid. And I think we could do Hard Raid. Let's go ahead and bring it to Hard Raid. And you'll see exactly what I'm talking about with Sheild Hero whenever we get in here. And you'll be like, okay, Sheild Hero is pretty tough, but he doesn't have any damage reduction, saving him, and his skill low-key kind of sucks because it turns off. Now, if his shield skill didn't turn off until it was broken, this will be a much brokener character. But look at this. Once he actually starts taking damage, we're going to have a major problem here. So let's go ahead and pop the Frankie Cola. We're going to turn off Trigun's ability, and we're going to focus on letting him do M1s. As you can see, Sheild Hero here is taking all of the damage from everyone here. Even with high defense, he instantly dies, even unless he has a healer, obviously. So this is the only set that I would actually recommend a healer for, but even in the hardest bit of content, Sheild Hero struggles with still tanking any of that damage. Where Broly just takes over, and obviously because he has Destin and everything like that, he becomes the best, he becomes the best tank after that. So let's go ahead and check out Trigun. Look at that damage coming from Trigun right now. And look at his bullets. So he racks up the bullets. So he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to get Broly in Wrath mode. Of course, Broly's just going to be the major damage dealer here. But it's because I don't have Speed Blitz. If I had Speed Blitz on Trigun with a full damage set, since he already has a good amount of defense right now, as you can see, he's still tanking. He's still tanking more than Asuna because Asuna does have less defense than him, I believe. Look at check right here. So Asuna does have 1,880. Trigun's got 1,990. But the difference is that Trigun does have more HP than her because of that 1 HP piece. So with that 1 HP piece, he is doing a lot more. Or technically, he does have a lot more defensively and based, so he does have higher stats. But as you can see here, Trigun is only using his M1s, not even using his skill. We could put the skill on there. Obviously, we could, if we leveled it up and stuff like that, he could do a lot of damage with the skill. I'm not saying the Angel Arm is bad. I'm just showing you the capabilities of this guy's M1 damage is pretty darn good. Obviously, I'm not doing anything crazy here. I'm not using a Boki set. The only reason I'm not using Boki at all is because we wanted to showcase Sheild Hero, to showcase how long he can last in a fight. even with decent defense. In order for this dude to be good, he would have to have Destined. He would have to have like a really good Evo to give him even more stats. But as of this moment, he's just not up there. And it's just going to, he's going to struggle. Now, of course, Broly's going to blow him out of the water. Trigun out of the water. But as you can see, Trigun was keeping up with Broly until Broly pops his ability here. Once he actually pops his skill, you'll see that he just kind of starts doing millions of damage. That's because Broly's really good. Even if you have like Broly without Destined, he's still going to do really, really good stats. But with the stats that we have on Broly right now, as you can see with that 41,000 attack because of his trait, makes him very good. Now, would I say that the same trait could do very good on Trigun? Definitely. I think that Destined is just the best trait hands down. I don't think that you need to roll off of it if you get it on any character, except for maybe a healer, which would be the saddest, like, thing that you could possibly get on it. But yeah, so with the amount of defense that we have on Trigun, honestly, I think we could get away with giving him more attack. And he's actually out damaging Asuna. And if you guys don't know, Asuna is one of the better attackers in the game. She even has more stats than him. And she gives defense down to the enemy and to the boss. She defense shreds the boss, which allows Broly to do even more damage because she shreds for about 23%, which is the best armor reduction in the entire game right now. So if you guys have not completed the battle pass, I do recommend you guys doing that, definitely. Because that's like kind of what you need to do, especially as a new player. You need to complete that battle pass. Just spam story mode, you'll get enough, and you'll complete more than enough stages, AFKing overnight or something like that, and you'll finish the battle pass incredibly quickly. But as you can see, even with this, we're in hard mode right now. Trigun's still doing amazing M1 damage here, and just kind of blitzing Asuna without having to use his skill. Now, if we do use the skill, obviously he will just do a good amount of damage as well. 700% is nothing to scoff at, and especially since we could take it to 1,100% just at level 60, and then even more if we just keep taking it even further. So I would like to get more traits on this guy, like something better like Speed Blitz or even Destined on him, because I feel like that would be the best for this character, especially because that 7th shot with the Quincy set just makes him such a diabolical character. I've tried things like Explosive on him, and it doesn't really hit as hard as you would like it to. Because keep in mind, Explosive only benefits your characters only so much. And the M1s hit everything, sure. But just him alone with something like Speed Blitz, he could do a lot more damage, firing faster, focusing on his M1 speed, and focusing on his damage. He could do a lot more damage than he already is right now. So, as you can see, Sheild Hero's dead. We had an amazing time right here. We're going to turn off auto replay before it sets us away. Check out that. He did amazing damage, even at just a 6-star no Evo. If they give this dude an Evo, make him fire even faster, make his skill more broken, we could see possibly the best Ranger character in the entire game. Hands down. So, well, yep. Honestly, also, if you want to see the damage received, look at that. Even with Sheild Hero tanking a little bit of that damage, by the way, he still does not matter if you already have a healer or if you're already going to defeat the boss. Honestly, like, his ability sucks. His passive sucks because he doesn't have anything to keep him from dying. So unless they give this dude some ridiculous amounts of defense, like negation, like just removing like defense damage reduction off rip, he's just going to suck. So honestly, on paper, Sheild Hero's pretty cool. He sucks. On paper, Trigun's really cool, and he's freaking amazing with the right set. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll be making my video on Master Mode right now, so I'll see you guys later. Take it easy. If you like the video, don't forget to like it. It helps me. It helps the algorithm. It helps the game. I'll see you guys later. Take it easy, and peace out.